The system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. It teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. His first carry, and he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They run with Hines, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Now it's Hines. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st down, Wright finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Back to throw. Right. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take... And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the...
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. This is Hines, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1. Back
to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Hut!
Here's Wright on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Hut!
To throw is Wright. Looking to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
Looking to throw. Right. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Ohio! Ohio!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Right now to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now right on 1st and 10. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round!
Right from the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
So someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. He's letting it fly. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They're going to look to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They go play action here on first down. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Snapper!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to shake him off. And now he'll tuck it and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
No. Check. Patriots.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3-19. Gone.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gone.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Gone.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Detroit!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold
Here we
up.
go. 3-19! Gone! Over! Gone!
Now Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Cooper's got it. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 7.
Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now, Barney. Gun.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side, and this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll look to throw here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And throw right side complete to Parker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Saints on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Gun!
And they'll run it here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll give it to him up the middle. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And